Hey, what's going on, guys? So in this video, I'm going to talk to you about clean calories versus dirty calories and how to make sure you're eating enough to reach your goals. You don't want to miss it. Stay tuned. Okay, guys, welcome back. Ryan Weber with Ryan Weber Training. Thank you for joining us today. So if you guys have been watching the videos, you'll notice that my backgrounds have been changing. Blue screen, green screen, whatever screen. Trying to kind of see just what looks best. So just while I'm thinking about it, if you guys want to give me any feedback about that, hey, feel free. But let's get to the point. So today's video, we're going to talk about clean calories versus dirty calories. The reason why I bring this up is because one of the things people struggle with the most when they're trying to burn fat, build muscle, just get healthy is there's so much information out there as far as what's right and what's wrong. So my intention with this video is to paint you a very clear picture to show you what a dirty calorie meal plan might look like and what more of a conventional clean calorie meal plan might look like. Now, it's going to be, generally speaking, this isn't going to apply to everyone, but everyone will understand and they will benefit from what I'm about to tell you, and it should make it very, very clear so you know the difference and you know how to go home and apply this right away so you can start getting results now, not tomorrow. You're not paying me for anything. I'm not selling you anything. I am just giving you guys good old information so you can make a change and be your best self right now. Okay, so they say a conventional diet is based around 2,000 calories a day. 2,000 calories a day. So let's think about this. For your average person, we're going to assume they eat about 3 meals a day. 3 meals a day for your average person will probably look something like this. Let's say you wake up in the morning, you want to get some coffee, so you go to the McDonald's drive-thru. You know what? You're hungry. You go ahead, you get yourself a sausage, egg McMuffin, and some hash browns. If you get coffee creamer, a sausage, egg McMuffin, and hash browns, calorie total for that's going to be about 540 calories, 31 grams of fat. That's the first meal. Now let's say, okay, it's 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you've been working your butt off, you're making good progress, but now you're hungry. You want to go get lunch. You didn't pack anything. So you want to be a little more health conscious. Well, hey, Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is a fast food restaurant, but they sell chicken, there's vegetables, there's things that are healthier there. So let's say you pull through the drive-thru at Chick-fil-A and you get a spicy deluxe sandwich, which is 540 calories. You get a small fry or medium fry, it's going to be about 460 calories. And let's say, you know what, instead of soda, you want to get lemonade because lemonade's healthier, right? 300 calories if you get a large. Add those totals up, that is 1,300 calories. Now, let's assume you're driving home, it's been a long day, you don't want to stop and have to get food from the store and cook anything, you're tired, you just want to go home, eat and relax. So I'm not going to say you're going to go back to Chick-fil-A, but just for ease of representation with this video, what I'm trying to teach you, let's just say you repeated your lunch meal, because you can go anywhere and most likely the calories will probably be even more. So you repeat your lunch meal. With those 3 meals, all right, you reach a total of 3,140 calories and a total of 163 grams of fat. All right, this is just based on what they think the average person does per day. Now, let's talk about more of a clean approach, okay? So, what would a 2,000 calorie a day diet look like with more of a clean approach? And you're going to find out you can get a lot closer with this example. So I'm going to go ahead and read off my list here just to give you guys an example. We're going to say you have for breakfast, you're going to have an egg omelet with tomatoes and mushrooms. Egg omelet, fill up the plate. So you put a whole plate size egg omelet with mushrooms and tomatoes, a little bit of spices, healthy, pretty good for you. Let's say for lunch you want to have chicken breast. You're going to have some white rice and you're going to have some green veggies. Again, you're filling up your plate, so it's going to be a nice full plate. Okay, let's say in the afternoon you're a little bit hungry, you've been working hard, you want to go to the gym, maybe work out, you want to have a snack. So for your snack, you have a scoop of protein, you have a small handful of walnuts, macadamia nuts, some type of nut, and then maybe you have a banana. Okay, now let's say when you go home, you're done working out, you want to eat dinner. For dinner, you're going to have a fillet of whitefish with some sweet potatoes and a salad. Sounds like a pretty full day of eating, right? Well, I can tell you right there, that is close to 2,000 calories. Maybe not exact. And as far as your fat is probably right around 20 to 25% of the intake. So I want you guys to think about this now for a second. Let's compare the conventional 2,000 calorie idea to the dirty, more standards of eating, what probably most people do without even realizing it, compared to the clean. So the first thing is going to look like if I were to set all that food out next to you, the 2 Chick-fil-A meals, the Egg McMuffin, and the coffee, and then the 4 meals that I explained with the clean eating, it's going to look like the clean food selection is a lot more food to eat. And you're right, it's kind of misleading. So I think that's one of the big reasons why people fall into the trap and they make the mistake of, well, I just went and had 1 Egg McMuffin. I went to, a fast food restaurant. Yeah, but I had chicken, and then I had chicken again. Like, chicken's lower in fat. It's not a burger, right? So, I'm not trying to insult anybody's intelligence, but it's just in the heat of the moment, or a lot of times what I find out, if people are not educated on the nutritional information and how this food is actually made and how it is processed and how it is filled up with so much more fat and other things, you think you're doing yourself a good service and you're actually doing yourself a disservice. And on the same token, when people see how much food you have to eat to be healthy, at times that can be a little bit misleading. They go, oh my gosh, that's a lot of food. I don't have time to make all that food. Well, it's really not that difficult because you can make all those meals probably within a half hour for a couple of days that will last you for the next 4 or 5 days. And I have a video about meal prep, which I'll leave a link down below. Go ahead and check that out. It should definitely serve you and show you how you can do these things a lot quicker. But back to the point at hand. So we got the clean meals and we got the dirty meals, okay? Reverse them. Which side was I talking from? Who cares? Same thing, right? Okay, dirty meals, clean meals. Dirty looks like less, clean looks like more, but the dirty is loaded with about 1,000, almost 1,300 more calories, and a lot more fat, where this is about 2,000 calories and a lot less fat, maybe 20-25%. The next thing, the way you're going to be able to tell if you're eating more of a clean-based diet or more of a dirty calorie diet is the digestion. You're going to feel this in your gut. So when you eat a more processed food that is loaded with fats, it's going to take a longer time to digest and get through your system. You're probably going to feel a bit more sluggish. Your stomach's going to be a bit more full. You're not going to be hungry. So immediately people think, well, if I have to eat these clean meals and I have to eat what appears to be a little bit more, the way I'm eating right now, like, I can't eat that much. Well, the truth is, you're actually eating less with the clean foods, but it's an illusion. Because you're so full from these processed fatty foods that you think are somewhat healthy. I'm not saying, they're like the holy grail of health. We all know they're not, but based on the choices I gave you wouldn't think it was that calorie dense with that much fat, would you? I mean, heck, I didn't, never when I looked it up. So you're thinking, okay, well, if I eat that, how can I eat even more? Like, I'm not gonna be able to do it. So people kind of immediately, I think, to shy away from the idea, well, I'm not gonna eat clean because, this is just easier and I'll be fine. I'll just work out a little extra, or I'll skip a meal or anything else. Skipping meals, depending on how you do it, could be one of the absolute worst things. And people say they're going to work out. Okay, well, great. If you work out, even if you work out super hard, you cannot outrun, you cannot outwork a crappy diet. You just can't. I'm telling you, you can't. I've tried. It doesn't work. So, with that being said, the digestion with the clean meals, although it looks like you're eating more, of hours, you're hungry again and you want to eat more. And it's so easy to do because it looks like a plate-sized food because you have all the vegetables and everything. You can pack it into a portable container, bring it with you, heat it up, eat it cold, whatever you got to do. It really is very simple to eat clean meals and actually make them very tasty. There's so many low-calorie dressings and seasonings and sauces and pink Himalayan salt and things that you can use that are healthy, that flavor your food, that taste really, really good. Not to mention with these dirty calories, all the processed, all the fillers, the ingredients, and all that sodium. I mean, that can wreak havoc with your overall health, blood pressure, and everything else. So something else I want you to think about too is all of the fat. Okay, fat is not bad for you. However, processed fat, fast food fats, hydrogenated oils, things of that nature are horrible for you. It's probably one of the absolute worst things. You think carbs have a bad rap? Look, processed fats beat the crap out of carbs, sugar, any day of the week as far as I'm concerned. And here's why. Because your cells, at a cellular level in your body, the cells are made from fats. There's a lipid layer around your cell. And when you have crappy, denatured fats, which is what the processed fats are, that is what your body is using to heal and repair the other cells. It makes a difference. So you actually can disrupt the communication of the cells in your body, so good cells maybe start to turn not so good, and it can actually just denature that layer of fat around the cell where it becomes sick, it becomes diseased. And this is where diseases can actually happen. This is also a reason why maybe I think fat's got a bad rap in the first place, because they used to say, well, fat leads to, clogged arteries and heart attacks and this, and leads to that, and, Alzheimer's and stroke and all these different things, right? Well, good fat is really good for your body. It helps with hormone optimization. It helps with this cellular process, the communication. You need good fats. Good fat actually immobilizes and helps to burn off the bad fat. So your body uses fat as a building block. Remember that. Just like protein, your body also uses fats. So with that being kept in mind, that is how, maybe why, the processed fats versus the bad fat got such a bad rap. It's really not as bad. Now, anything I'm saying, feel free to challenge these ideas, look them up. This is all based on science. I don't have everything cited for this video, but I'll definitely talk more about this in the future, and I will cite some of the clinical studies so you guys can go ahead and reference this for yourself. But please, feel free to look it up. A quick recap of what we talked about today. Man, I'm having fun with these words. All right. So, what we learned? We talked about dirty calories versus clean calories. We talked about the difference in the denseness of the calories, what it looks like, how many calories is actually there compared to how many calories is actually in the clean meals, and how much fat is actually there. We talked about the fat itself, a good fat versus a bad fat, and how the two really are maybe told to be the same, but they're entirely different, and they react in the body in an entirely different ways. So we also learn that it's an illusion when you think maybe you're eating less with these dirty calories, you're eating a little bit more with these clean calories. So now that you guys have this idea of the clean versus dirty, I want you to really kind of think about how you can apply this to your everyday life right now. I'm not saying you have to change everything you're doing, but there really is a awesome benefit you can get from how you eat. What you eat in private, you wear in public. So based on the examples that I gave you between clean and dirty, you've got, this chicken breast with fries and lemonade and coffee with creamer, fries, and all those other fats, processed fats with the dirty meals. And the clean meals, you have your lean proteins, you got carbs, you got good healthy fats, you got your vegetables, you got a protein shake, banana, things that maybe people tell you, hey, you can't eat that, but I'm telling you, you can. When your body knows what to do with raw, natural, real ingredients, real food, it is a night and day difference with the digestion and the assimilation and all the processes and things that happen in your body. It makes a huge, huge difference. So, you guys, if you got some benefit from this video, good. I appreciate and respect you taking the time to watch, especially if you came this far. Any questions or comments, leave them down below in the comment section. I always look and read the comments. I will get back to you as soon as I can. If you like this video, smash that like button. It's definitely going to help me grow this channel, which is what I'm trying to do, and get better in the algorithm so you guys can watch more of these value-based videos. Also, if you know anybody who would benefit from this information, by all means, please share this out. Good eating habits is not rocket science, and I'm not a rocket scientist. Thank God. But I can tell you from years of experience, almost 2 decades, over 2 decades actually, that what you eat matters. And it's not as difficult as you may think, especially when you understand how these things actually work. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys on the next video. Peace. Have a good day, guys.